How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're talking about 5 different stocks to invest your stimulus money into. So, I am not a financial advisor, so do your own research on this, but there are 5 stocks that I've really been considering investing a lot more in because I have a large deposit going into a tax advantaged account here in the next couple weeks. And I wanted to narrow it down to about 5 different companies that I felt really highly about, very strongly about, that I feel like could have really good returns, probably doubling in the next few years. Some probably even doing more than that. And then Congress passed or is getting ready to pass this new stimulus bill. I thought a lot of people would probably be wondering, what are good stocks to invest in with this $600? I know last time a lot of people threw it in Robinhood. And, of course, high interest debt is probably the way to go, like if you have credit card debt. But after that, if you're looking to invest, I think there are a lot of good companies right now that you can invest your money into. So we're going to go over the 5 different companies. We're going to start with the ones that I feel like could do even better. So they're higher risk, high reward. And then the ones at the end I feel like are just easy double money plays. So I don't use that term very loosely. I only talk about that with a few different stocks, but all these stocks I own right now, and I plan on owning a lot more and buying a lot more of. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to be able to follow along and see the stocks that I'm buying along the way, you can definitely hit subscribe. We've grown a lot this year, and we're getting towards the end of the year. If we could hit 55 or 60,000 subscribers, I think that would be awesome. Also, if you want to start investing and you want some free money in the process, there's a link down there to WeBull. You can deposit $100 and you can get 4 free stocks, 2 of which are worth up to $1,600 each. So you can get $3,700 overall in stock. And last thing, if you do want, there's a link down there to BlockFi. I just recorded a video about them. They're a new affiliate of mine. You can get up to 8.6% APY on your account there. So I started putting money there. You can definitely check it out. Again, I'll have a longer video explaining it a little bit more here soon. And if you want to see what I'm buying and selling in real time, you can check out the link down there to Patreon. So Congress is getting ready to pass a new stimulus bill this week. And a lot of people will be getting money. They're going to give out $600 checks. For the qualified people, they're setting similar rules to the last stimulus check. And I think this is going to hit the stock market, because they say I can get out 50 million payments really quick, a lot of it into people's direct accounts. Mnuchin says they already have the bank account information from everyone last time. So I think a lot of people last time put their money into like their Robinhood accounts. A lot of them already had jobs, or maybe they were getting unemployment pay, so they didn't need the stimulus money. And I think that might happen again. So Planet 13 stock is the first stock that I want to talk about here. They are the largest dispensary in the world. And I have to be careful about what I say, because one of my friends that's on YouTube just got demonetized for saying this word here. But they are a company that I really like. I've been buying them since they were $1.75. They are a company that continuously increases their revenues. I mean, they've been killing it every single quarter this year, and they've also been able to transition really well throughout the pandemic. They're a company that I see not at $6 here in a year, but maybe at $10 to $15 in a year. Again, they're going to open up 5 to 10 locations. They already have plans of opening one up in California this coming year. I think that they're just a really good company. If you're looking to get into that space, they are still a pretty small market cap, but there's a lot of eyes on them for several different reasons. And I will probably be adding more of this company here soon. Now, you do have to buy this one on something that has over-the-counter stocks, so OTC stocks like Fidelity or TD Ameritrade. They don't sell on a lot of like Robinhood and WeBull and those types of companies. The next company here is Tattooed Chef, and I really like this one. I started buying last week, or maybe it was the week before. They're still a small company, so their main competition is Beyond Meat and Very Good Food Company, companies like that. And if you don't know what they do, they're a plant-based food company. So they actually have been around for a long time because they've been doing something called private labeling, where they sell to Target, to Costco, to Sam's Club, to Walmart, and they slap on their own brand on it, and then it's actually Tattooed Chef food. Now, if you want something to kind of give you an idea for how much they're increasing revenues, you can see this blue line here. This is how much they're increasing. Over the last 5 years, they've had a 63% compounded annual growth rate, and they're expecting to grow about 50% this coming year. I really like the company. I think that as people go along, they'll want food that's healthier, especially if it's good tasting food. And I think Tattooed Chef is a company to go with for that. They sell a lot cheaper than Beyond Meat. So Beyond Meat is at about a 12.5 price to sales ratio. Tattooed Chef is something like 5, and very good food companies at 40. So for every $5 you put in here, they make $1 of sales compared to 12.5 or 40 with those other companies. And all these companies I've broken down in more depth in previous videos. So if you want, you can just go to my main channel and then just search whatever company you want to look up. But the next company is FUBO. And this one has been on a massive tear just this last week. If we look at the last, not even 7 days, just the last 6 days, it's up nearly 50%. I've been buying this, and I think I'm up around 50%. It's up 6.5% in pre-market. I'll be buying this one for a while still, even though it is up pretty significantly. Now, this has been up so much because of a couple reasons. First of all, they got an analyst upgrade to $40 a share, and you might be saying, well, why does that matter? Because it's at $42 a share. That's not very positive, but that was when they were just $26 a share. They upgraded it to $40 a share. And then also Motley Fool issued a rare double buy alert, buy everything now, something like that. It's something where you pay for their service for the stock tips, and then they issued a break all your rules alert, essentially. They also have been literally called, or literally been said that it's like buying Netflix 10 years ago. So, yeah, there's a lot of press around it. A lot of people are starting to talk about it. They also, if you don't know what they are, they're a streaming company, if you couldn't tell by that. But they also bought a sports betting company too recently. So hopefully they'll be able to integrate it where they have streaming right on the main screen. And then maybe you can click like a little pop out and then bet on that, on whatever game you're watching. I think that's a game changer. The next company is Disney stock, and this one's been up a lot recently, just in the last month. I really like this one. A lot of people are still valuing it like a brick and mortar stock, but if you haven't been paying attention to the company, they've increased subscribers on Disney Plus up to 90 million subscribers in about a year. Now, Netflix, I believe, is right around, I want to say 200 million. Walt Disney is at 90 million. They want to, and they expect to hit 260 million by 2024. I think they can do it. I think that might be even a little bit low, but I think they're going to put a lot more money in their streaming service. They've planned on putting a lot more content out there, and they just revealed that, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that they were planning on breaking out, I think it was 100 new shows or something like that. So they're going to put a lot more money in this. I think we'll continue to see it jump up whenever they report their Disney Plus numbers. And I think even at 170, I think I still have to buy it. They are planning on bringing back their dividend too, which will just be a little extra money in your pocket. Then the last company on the list here is one that is pretty much government backed, which is JP Morgan. This is a company that hasn't really rebounded as strongly as I would have thought from the pandemic. Yeah, they hit about $80 a share, and now they're up 50% since then, but they're still not at their pre-pandemic highs, and they're still down about 15% or so. This is a company that I think is probably the best bank in the world. I use them personally. I think their service, not necessarily their customer service or the employees that work there, but just their technology is some of the best in the banks that I've seen. The stuff that they allow you to do, like transfers real time from one bank to another, is really good. I mean, that's awesome. As someone that has a lot of bank accounts, I think that is really beneficial, and they're able to compete with the new fintechs while also battling against the bigger banks too. I think that's too cheap right now with the fact that I believe it brought in $9 billion of net income, which means that if they just do that for 4 quarters, they're at about a 10 price to earnings ratio, which is pretty low for a company that reports as good numbers as this company does. And they have a 3% dividend yield. I could easily see them at 200, 220, 240 next year or the year after. So this is going to be the 5th company that I'm investing heavily in. And just to remind you, I plan on buying all these companies with a large deposit I have going into my account soon. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. This will probably increase my overall portfolio by about 30% or so just with this one deposit. So I plan on buying a lot of these companies. I'm really excited about it. And I feel like I will buy all these, even if they jump up 10, 20% more than they are now, I'll still be buying because I think these numbers still make sense if they go up 10 to 20%. Now, let me know your thoughts on this down below. Again, this is where I would imagine would be a good place to put your stimulus money if you're considering it. And if you want to follow us along, if you're someone that wants to know more about the stock market, you can definitely hit subscribe down below. If you want to check out WeBull and get that free money, definitely check out in the description below the video too. And BlockFi too, you can get a nice APY on your money, a nice interest rate. So definitely check that out. It's probably like 100 times whatever the best bank is around. I think JP Morgan pays you like 0.01% on your money or something like that. So definitely check that out if you want interest rate that's 860 times better than some of the biggest banks in the world. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And if you want to see a video that I made yesterday, or actually 2 days ago, on a stock that I just bought today, you can definitely check out this video here. It's a new cloud SPAC, so definitely check it out.